In this video, we're going to review the steps to record journal entries. I'll cover the steps in the beginning of the video and then follow up with an example journal entry question. Check out the link in the description for a free download of the document I'm reviewing in this video. Also, there are links in the description for my accounting apps shown in this video, as well as a link for one-on-one accounting tutoring with me. Before we look at any journal entry questions, we need to master the rules of debits and credits. Oftentimes, we refer to this as the normal balances of debits and credits. So the first step is to understand the concept of dealer. In this diagram, I've got it spelled out DEA on the left and LER on the right. DEA stands for the account types, dividends, expenses, and assets. These account types are increased with debits and they're decreased with credits. LER stands for the account types, liabilities, equity, and revenue. These account types are increased with credits and decreased with debits. Mastering this first step is crucial to recording journal entries, as we'll see in a couple of minutes. The second step is to identify the dollar amounts. This is pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes we have to do math in order to get the appropriate dollar amounts. Step 3 is to identify the accounts. These are accounts like cash, accounts receivable, supplies, accounts payable, and sales revenue, just to name a few. Typically, we're taught to think about what was received and what was given in the particular transaction. Step 4 is to determine what account type the accounts in Step 3 are associated with. For example, if one of my accounts in Step 3 is cash, the account type for cash is an asset. Step 5 is to determine if the account balance increased or decreased due to the transaction. And Step 6 is to use the information from Steps 3, 4, and 5 to determine if we need to debit or credit the account. So now let's do an example where we can actually apply these steps. Here's a screenshot of a practice question from my app, Past Financial Accounting class. As you can see, the question reads, record the following transaction. Purchased $800 of supplies on account. Assuming we already know dealer, we want to identify the dollar amount. For this question, it's going to be $800. Next, we need to figure out the accounts. What was received and what was given? If we purchased supplies, we received supplies. Additionally, it says supplies were purchased on account. Whenever we see purchased on account, that means the account is accounts payable. Accounts payable means that we gave a promise to pay later because we didn't pay cash at the time of the purchase. So now we know our accounts, supplies, and accounts payable. The next step is to find the account types for supplies and accounts payable. Supplies are an asset because we are going to receive a future benefit from the supplies. Accounts payable is a liability because it represents something we owe. And just a quick tip here, anytime you see payable, it's going to be a liability. Next, we need to determine if the balance of supplies and accounts payable increased or decreased. When tutoring students, I often phrase this as a result of this transaction, do we have more or less supplies? In this instance, we have more supplies, so the balance of supplies increased. Also, as a result of this transaction, do we owe more money or less money? In this instance, we owe more money, so the balance of accounts payable increased. And finally, we know that supplies is an asset and that the balance of the supplies account increased, which means we should debit supplies. Additionally, we know that accounts payable is a liability and the balance of the accounts payable account increased, which means we should credit accounts payable. So the answer would be the fourth option. This sentence here saying account is an account type and you increase or decrease the balance of the account by debiting or crediting it is what I typically use when tutoring students. For our example, it would read, supplies is an asset and you increase the balance of supplies by debiting it. Additionally, we would look at accounts payable and say accounts payable is a liability and we increase the balance of accounts payable by crediting it. Repeating this sentence while solving journal entry questions can help establish a process or system that makes answering journal entry questions easier in the long run. If you're struggling with learning account types or dealer, check out my app, Debits and Credits and More. It's a simple app that's designed to get you up to speed quickly. For example, here's some screenshots showing the accounts we just looked at, supplies and accounts payable. As you can see, it's very straightforward and easy repetition that helps you master the info. Similarly, if you're looking for more journal entry questions to practice, check out my other app, Past Financial Accounting class. As of this recording, there are over 1,200 multiple choice questions with instant feedback and explanations. The questions cover topics you'll see in your first accounting class. And finally, if you need help with accounting class, reach out. I offer one-on-one tutoring over Zoom and have helped a lot of students pass their accounting classes. Check out the link in the description for the free download of the document we just reviewed. I hope this video helped you understand how to record journal entries. Thanks for watching.